We breed merinos because it's in my blood. I grew up with them, I've always known them. I don't remember the first time I worked in yards with my father and family. They've just always been there, and I just thoroughly enjoy them. They're a fascinating animal to breed. At the moment we're selling around 360 rams a year. That's grown quite a lot over the last few years. There's a lot more potential to grow that further, but supplying rams is what we do, it's what we love, and it's what we want to continue doing. The districts the rams go into right out into southwest Queensland, into semi-arid country, up to central Queensland, through many districts of New South Wales and a growing number of districts through Victoria. We've had some strong interest in South Australia this year. There's some genetics that have gone across to Western Australia, but interestingly also genetics going across to New Zealand, and the last few years a lot of semen down to the Falkland Islands. Semen sales is a growing part of the business, and a very interesting part of the business. We actually topped the state for semen sales this year, which is a real first for Mumblebone. There's 200 rams in the sale this year. That's up from 150 last year. There's been a lot of new interest, and the rams are continuing to get better, so we just want to keep offering more to meet that supply. The gains keep improving each year, which is the beauty of having figures to select sheep with. Post-weaning weight is one of the important traits we measure, and over the last 5 years it's gone from -0.3 to 3.7, and that trait alone is an increase in value of $12 per lamb. The yearling weight gain has had a similar increase from 3.3 5 years ago up to 5.8 this year. Yearling fat and muscle are two traits we select very closely for, and the fat has increased from 0.4 5 years ago up to 0.7, and the muscle from 0.2 up to over 1. The staple length has increased along with all the other traits from 7.3 5 years ago up to 13.9 this year. That's a very important trait, particularly for flocks looking to move towards a 6-month shearing. The interesting part about the fleece weight is that it's also improving while all these other traits are increasing. We do hear a bit of talk that we can't have carcass and wool all in the same animal, but that's exactly what we're seeing with these sheep. We've got some interesting size coming through this year, some proven size from Learson, as well as a very interesting Mumblebone cross, Mumblebone 652, who's been proven around not just Australia but also overseas. And he's left some very exciting young rams coming through that have a wonderful combination of carcass and wool traits. In 2006 was the year we stopped mulesing, and that was really driven by concerns from our customer about ethical treatment of animals. So we were already breeding an animal that was very plain bodied, so it was a simple step to make to cease mulesing. I think it's very important we provide our customer with what they're asking for. There's limited future, I think, in telling our customer what we're going to sell them, hoping they're going to continue buying it. I think it's a much brighter option to supply what our customer is asking for, and our customer is really asking for unmulesed wool. Our unmulesed clip this year attracted $1.50 a kilo more than the equivalent mulesed wool from the same sale, which equates to nearly $9 a head more for our wool.
I love that Chad and I work in a family operation together, and that we're sort of part of a team that work together rather than going our own separate ways. It's really important to me and for our whole family, because I love it when the kids come home and we can all work together. Chad is passionate about merinos, Mumblebone and breeding sheep, and that's probably what I love about Chad. He's his passion.